Hi, my name is Daryl. Welcome to my 24-hour French fry odyssey. The rules of the French fry odyssey are simple. First, it must be completed within 24 hours. Second, I must visit 24 separate restaurants, no repeats. Third, it needs to be one restaurant per hour. That's 24 separate hourly intervals. Fourth, no mass market fast food chains. And fifth, I don't need to eat all the food that I order, but I need to eat enough to create a credible evaluation. With the rules out of the way, please join me on the first half of the French fry odyssey. This covers stops 1 through 12 or hours 6 a.m. through 6 p.m. The second half of the odyssey will be covered in a separate post. I started the challenge at 6 a.m. at an IHOP just a little bit north of Seattle. I measured these fries at 10 millimeters, which is on the thick side of average, and I consistently measured French fries throughout this challenge so that I can better compare them later. At this point in the day, I was feeling groggy. I'm not usually awake this early, and I'm certainly not usually eating French fries at this hour. These fries tasted okay. They were under-seasoned. They were maybe even a little bit undercooked. So, to combat the starchiness, I decided to put some maple syrup on them. I had to get creative throughout this challenge in order to keep things interesting. This wasn't a gamble that paid off, but I think it was still worth a try. I don't know why I'm doing this. Honestly. One of the stupidest things I've ever done. These fries are super good though. They're on the thinner side, like McDonald's. Thin. The sausage gravy is really thick and coating. Do I think I could complete the challenge? Right now? I'm feeling a little bit of energy, a little momentum. I think we can do this. Okay, so that was our third stop at Ludi's down here in Belltown. I really liked it. The fries are medium thick. They were slightly battered, probably some kind of potato starch or something on them, but they were nice and crispy. I had one fry that was essentially raw in the center, but whatever, it's one fry. It probably fell out late or who knows what, but super cute place. It's a Filipino diner, so they have ube pancakes and a bunch of other interesting stuff that I didn't eat because I'm eating French fries today, and that's it. How am I feeling after stop 4? I feel good. I got some energy, feeling encouraged. The fries at 5 Point were nothing remarkable on their own, just a medium cut, regular fried, just standard fry. But the hollandaise, they did really well. Had a lot of paprika and a lot of lemon, so it tasted super fresh, super bright, and had a lot of zip to it. So do I think I can finish the challenge? I'm 4 in, moving on to the 5th. Yeah, I think I can do it. was the 5th stop. That was Chicken Valley, and I got the tornado potato. It was pretty mediocre, but let's get to the questions. Number 1, how am I feeling? Feeling good. Weather's perfect on a nice brisk walk. I love going to Pike Place Market, and it's a beautiful morning. Question 2, how were the fries? If you can call it a fry, it wasn't great. It was fried really well. I don't know how long it had been sitting there. The seasoning was good, some Parmesan garlic something or other, but eating a twisty potato on a stick is almost impossible, and I didn't buy a sauce. It needed a sauce as well. Question 3, do I think I can finish the challenge? I am 5 stops down, 19 to go. I'm feeling better. I think we can do this. I'm at location 6 now, at Ivar's Acres of Clams. So question 1, how am I doing? I feel great. It's 11 o'clock now. Been at this for a while, but I'm 25% of the way there. And everything's good. How are the fries? These are awesome. They're lightly seasoned. I like them to be a little bit more salty, but they're an 8mm fry. So that's probably either at McDonald's or slightly above McDonald's. I also got an order of clam nectar. And that's warm clam broth. Smells like clams. I don't really like clams. I'll give it a try. That was a waste of $2. I knew it would be. Question 3, do I think I can make it? 25% of the way there. 6 down, 18 to go. Hell yeah, I can do this. You missed. Good job. Question 1, how do I feel? Feel a little bit better after drinking a can of Coke and having some good food. I was feeling a little sluggish, but feeling much, much better now. 2, how were the fries? The fries were prepared very well. They're a medium thick crinkle cut. I measured them at 10mm peak to peak, so maybe valley to peak 8mm, so about standard again. I thought the seasoning was spicy and dusty and nice and warm, and they were generous with it. But I had a thought while I was there that, what would Ethiopian poutine look like? And you have the Doro Wat, this chicken stew, that's really heavily spiced stew. Looks like a chili. If you put that on top of the fries, and maybe there's some Ethiopian cheese that would go with it too, you'd have Ethiopian poutine. So after 7 stops, do I think I can complete the challenge? Yeah. Service is a little slow in that one. It'll be tough. The other ones are like that, but a lot of my next stops are very close together. So I think that'll help with just the timing of things. I'm at stop 8. This is actually one of my favorites. This is Mamnoon, which is a Lebanese restaurant here on Capitol Hill. These are the hara frites. They have a harissa dusty seasoning on them. These are, just measured them. They're a 10mm fry, so they're a little bit thicker. They do an incredible job of getting such a defined crust on these. keeping them soft in the middle. And they have a harissa dipping sauce for them as well. So these are better when you eat in, and I usually get an order of 2 to go with them. But back to the questions. How am I doing? I'm hanging in there. After this, I'm a third of the way through. I feel better after the Coke at the last place. Just I was feeling a little worn down. But the fries are super good. We had spicy fries on number 7. We have spicy fries for number 8. But the food here, beyond just the fries, is so good. I've come here easily half a dozen times or so. Do I think I can complete the challenge? Sure. It's a little bit too loud in HoneyHole to record any audio, so let's just do a recap here. So, question 1, how am I doing? I'm getting sick of eating french fries, that's for sure. The french fries at HoneyHole, for question number 2, they were really good. I hadn't eaten there for a very long time, and I think they were as close to technically perfect as you can get. I measured them at 10 millimeters, so that's on the upper edge of medium. They were fried perfectly golden brown, and they had a good snap to them. There's absolutely no flop to these fries whatsoever. Good crunch, very tender on the inside, good color, and beyond that, they were seasoned pretty expertly. They used some kind of flaky salt on it, and I know that they tossed it in a bowl to get everything well coated. And I ate probably a third of the bowl, maybe close to half, and that was probably too much. And that gets me into my next sponsor break, or at least my next potential sponsor break. Optimistically, this video is brought to you by Assorted Berries Tums. I've taken a couple of these already, just to help me through. Oh, geez, there's a bee. I don't know how I do this without it. So, thank you, Tums, just proactively for that sponsorship. I'm also starting to drag a little bit, so the next thing I'm going to hint at a sponsorship is Viter Energy. These are caffeinated mints. I found them on Amazon. So each of these is about the equivalent of half a cup of coffee, I think is what it said. Yeah, 2 of these is 1 cup of coffee. So 40 milligrams of caffeine. Maybe this will give me a little get up and go juice, because I need to get on to location number 10. Just finished number 10. This was Taku. Chef Shoda is one of my favorite people who has ever competed on Top Chef. He's just phenomenal. I'd never been to Taku, really wanted to go. This was horrible. Like, not that the fries are bad, but I just feel bad. Like, I just don't want to eat anymore. I'm not sure at this point, and I wasn't sure to begin with, what was going to be the most difficult part of the challenge. If it was going to be staying up for 24 hours, just constantly moving around doing the stuff. If it was going to be the amount of food that I needed to eat, or if it was just going to be eating every hour for 24 hours. Right now, I think it's the eating every hour, because I've eaten every hour for 10 hours and I'm full. I don't want anything anymore. So how am I doing? Don't feel great. Number 2, how were the fries? The fries were good. They were 8 millimeters thick. So on that dead center, medium fry. And the furikake seasoning was really interesting, but you could really taste, or maybe it's not even there, but I tasted like bonito flake, something that gave it that sort of fishy umami flavor. It might have just been the seaweed. I could be inventing things, but probably some MSG, maybe a little bit of sugar. Overall, it was a good fry, but I couldn't finish even half of it. So there was yuzu kashu ketchup and yum yum sauce. So I'm getting ready to go to number 11, and I'm just gonna buck up. We're almost halfway there. I went into Mount Joy not feeling great and really did not want to eat any more French fries, but I'm pushing through, and I put in my order, and I told them, regardless of what size it's supposed to be and what I'm paying for, because there's only one size available, I said, give me the least amount of French fries you can. So they gave me just a small bag of French fries, and I ordered a sauce. The fries were 9 millimeters, so on that medium end, slightly on the upper end of medium. They were light blonde, still had some skins on, looked like russets to me, but what do I know? And not much of a crunch to them, but they weren't soggy, they weren't floppy, and they were nicely seasoned. So overall, the fries are good. I thought they were perhaps a touch starchy, but very respectable. I had to use the bathroom while I was there. That's part of why I felt bad and why I feel better now. For a place called Mount Joy that has vibrant white and green and orange theming inside the main restaurant, you march into their bathroom and it's like you entered a medieval castle or a torture room. The walls are black or gray or dark bronze or very foreboding. And there's barely any lighting whatsoever. It was the most sinister poop I've ever had in a public restroom. So that was Mount Joy. That was number 11. I am moving on to number 12. Do I think I can get through the challenge? After another visit to the bathroom, I think I can. All right, let's talk about New A while this one's still fresh. This was number 12. We are halfway done. Going into this one, I actually felt pretty good. I took one of those caffeine pills, perked me right up, and I had also done my business in the scary bathroom at the last one. So the fries here were good. They were Flemish style, so we're looking Belgian here. And they were, I think I measured them at 9 millimeters. So again, that medium cut. They were skin on, probably russets. They were relatively small, little bits and pieces. Not total fragments, but cut on maybe the narrow end of the potato. What really stood out here, they had 3 dipping sauces for the fries. They had a peanut sauté, they had a ketchup, and then they had an aioli. So that all was great. The peanut one was a little heavy for me right now. Ketchup was nice and tangy, that felt refreshing. And then aioli it's fine. It just, after eating French fries for 12 hours, is not what I wanted. So the fries were solid, maybe a little bit under-seasoned, but with the sauces, that makes up for it. And for $5 at happy hour, these were very, very good. I also got a mocktail, which was 3 times the cost of the French fries. It's called Summer Blues. It had butterfly pea flower botanicals, cream of coconut, pineapple, and lemon. And it was fantastic. It tastes like a pina colada, which you'd expect. and it was really refreshing. Honestly, I'm in a great mood, and I've been doing this for 12 hours, and I'm very optimistic that I can continue and get it done. Thank you for joining me for the first half of the French Fry Odyssey. This covered stops 1 through 12, and here are my rankings for each of those French fry dishes. The second half of the French Fry Odyssey will be coming to you shortly in another video, so please subscribe to this channel for updates. If you want to read more about the French Fry Odyssey, you can visit my blog at sodafry.com. I have detailed blog posts about each stop along the French Fry Odyssey, as well as detailed observations and thoughts along the entire journey. Thank you, everybody, and stay crispy.